Hello, friends. This is Becky with Becky Budgets. I just wanted to go ahead and come on here before April starts to go ahead and do our April budget. For those of you who are new to this channel, my husband and I are currently on a journey to pay $69,000 worth of debt in order to get into our first home within the next 5 years. That being said, I did download this form off of the Budget Mom's free resources, and I was able to pull this into Adobe to make my categories align from month to month, just to make things easier for me. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. So today I'm going to do the monthly budget for April of 2023. This is officially a year since we started budgeting, so stay tuned for that closeout and then that quarterly closeout later this week, because it's going to give us that full year recap of what we've done within the last year. As far as the projected income, I project that I'm going to bring in $4,100 with my husband now getting a minimum, and I'll move this over so you can see the calculator, getting a minimum of $700. Let's multiply that by 4. So we're looking at $2,800 for him. And then that $500 that we get from my dad to help us with rent. When we add those values together, we end up with $7,400. Moving down to our fixed expenses, rent, we have budgeted at $2,500. We are currently going through I guess our leasing or management company is switching. So I don't know what's going to end up happening, but we are in the middle of that. Subscriptions, I'm going to go ahead and budget for $112 because this month we have the Audible that we pay for. Excel, which is our natural gas, we have at $250. Apple phone, I didn't take off of there, but we no longer pay for the Apple phone. T-Mobile is a minimum of $100. Xfinity is $172. Allstate is $166. That's our car insurance. Nationwide, which is our dog's insurance, is $160. The Postnet is $10. And then I never budget anything for unbudgeted. So when we add those values together, that's going to give us a total of $3,470. Moving over to our variable expenses, these don't usually change. We do $100 per week for food. So this month it's going to be $400 since it's a 4-week month. Gas, we do $250. Pets, $100. Hubby, $100. Me, $100. Eating out, $75, and miscellaneous is $50. Adding those values together, that gives us a total of $1,075. Moving down to our debt, our credit card payments have come down. I just got the first statement for the city, and I had to add $66 to the credit card minimums just because we didn't have to pay that in the month of March, but we are going to have to pay it in April. So that's going to bring our credit card minimums to a total of $438. The Upstart loans is a set $1,652. We are only 6 months away from that cutting down more than half. Advantage, I got some absolute awesome news today. we got an email from the Department of Education, and they have decided to go ahead and close all of the student loans for my husband's school. That means that within the next 60 days, all of the student debt is going to be forgiven. And they said that 60 days after that happens, we will be getting a reimbursement or a refund for everything that we have paid within the last 10 years. As you know, I will not believe it until I see it. I'm going to put the payment, oh my goodness, no. I'm gonna put the payment of the Advantage on here just because it is an automatic payment. They told me that they were going to cancel that, but I haven't seen it yet. So in order to not be surprised if it goes in regardless, I'm gonna put the 181, but within the next 2 months, that's going to disappear completely, and our debt update is going to change drastically. As far as city goes, what I've decided to do is to add everything that I have as a preset snowball on there. So we've got the 170 from the beginning of the month, and then the 57 from the Apple phone, which means that we are going to budget a minimum of $227 to go on to city, which has that Discover balance transfer and all of our medical debt on there. When I add those 4 values together, that's going to give us a total of $2,498. And then moving into the last section, the 52-week number 1, which goes into my account, goes towards Christmas. And I'm going to go ahead and put $132.50 on there, but to round up, I'm going to do $133. My husband is going to do 4 weeks at $26.50, which gets him to $106. And then our sinking funds are now $130. So if we multiply that by 4, we're looking at putting $520 towards our sinking funds. When we add those 3 values together, that gives us a total of $759. In order to see how we're going to do overall, or what we're going to need extra in order to kind of break even next month, I'm going to go ahead and put our total income, which is the $7,400, and then the minus the total expenses, which is all of those pink squares. So $759 plus $24.98 plus $1,075 plus $34.70. And that's going to give us a total of $7,802. That means that we are going to be negative 402 for the month of April. Now, if you're new around here, this is not uncommon for me or for us, because both me and my husband get paid variably. We both get paid per hour, but also, so we get paid per hour, and then I get paid monthly. So depending on how many work days of the month there are, it affects how much money I bring in. The minimum I've brought in was March 1st, which was for the month of February, which is our shortest month, and it was about $4,100. So that's what I base my budget off of. But we'll see what the paycheck brings within the next couple days. Anyways, my friends, I will be back in a couple days with our updates. I hope each and every one of you is having an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, friends.